we are all willing to call you whatever gender and identity we want.
Are you trans? Are you experiencing oppression? Don't smile at me, bitch. What you want?
People have questioned if Hitler had been accepted into art school, would he have even been in the position to commit the atrocities that he did? I question if this person had gotten the role of Dr. Frankenfurter on the Rocky Horror Picture Show remake, would this person be in the position to do what they're about to do right now?
Yeah, they did grab me and pull me in and try to punch me. They're the person right over there with the black lipstick.
That's assault right there.
Officer, I didn't see anything. I didn't see anything that happened.
There's no reason to be angry.
That's right. Smile, you smug pig, as you give your complicit approval to a man assaulting a woman. I'm assuming that's what's hot on the street right now, huh? That's what's hot on the street? And before you go off the rails about me calling you a pig, I don't call you a pig because of your weight. I call you a pig because you're rolling around in SJW filth. The kind that would laugh and smile as you assault a woman for simply asking questions. At least that one guy way in the back seems somewhat appalled. The rest of you seem like you're having a good old time.
I didn't see anything.
First of all, the other people there over there shouting and stuff.
Yeah, nothing happened. I didn't see anything. Nothing happened. I didn't see anything.
Did you forget you were literally on camera? Or do you simply not care? Because you know, for the most part, no one's going to really do anything to you or the guy who actually assaulted Miss Southern in the end.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
Hey guys, Nathyn Brandon Masters Breakfast Club Wednesdays. So I guess that footage needs no introduction. A lot of you have probably seen this already. This is Lauren Southern being attacked by who I can only guess is Dr. Frankenfurter, I guess, I'm assuming. But apparently she's out there doing her thing. Now, for those who don't know, this is what Lauren Southern does. Lauren Southern goes out, she interviews these guys or gals, whoever's out there doing these protests. She interviews them and talks to them and has these, tries to have these discussions with them. But what we know about your average social justice warrior is they have no point, therefore they have nothing to discuss. And if they did discuss a point, they would probably not have or not know how to do so. So what usually happens is someone comes and puts a mic in their face, either Lauren Southern, Steven Crowder, somebody like that, will put a microphone in their face. And a lot of times, instead of trying to answer questions or have an actual conversation, they either deflect the issue or do what you saw here, get violent. And what I find amusing about this is somehow, some way, they are completely excused, and rarely is there any consequence for these assaults or for this violence that happens, as long as you're a social justice warrior. Now, and no offense to any transgender people who are watching, but this guy, and I do say guy, I don't care what anybody wants to say, oh, he's going through his transition, fuck his transition, this is a dude in makeup, okay? I don't care, it's a guy in makeup assaulting a woman, and we're okay with that. I know most of us aren't okay with that, but they're okay with that as long as he's on their side. And this is something that we've seen in these communities, okay? In the feminist community, right here on YouTube, all right, there are guys who have been said to sexually harass women, have been said to, try to be they're a little bit, the term that people like to use now, rapey, which of course I don't like that term, but for the sake of this conversation, we're going to go with rapey. There are guys in the feminist community on YouTube who have been accused of not rape, I want to make that clear, not rape, but have been accused of sexual harassment, things of that nature. Now, when women accuse these particular men of sexual harassment, suddenly they're not believed. Amazing. What happened to we believe women? No. We only believe women when the guy you're accusing is not a rabid feminist. So, the lesson here is, if you want to get away with being an asshole to women, you can either say you're transgender or you can just say you're a feminist, and you can get away with being an asshole to women all day. I think Donald Trump missed the boat on this shit. See, Donald Trump did the whole thing of, if I'm rich and famous, I can do whatever. No. If you're a feminist or an SJW, you can do whatever. And then you're rich on top of it. Now you got it made. You can treat women like shit anytime you want. So, with that being the case, she's out here. She does her thing. And this moron goes, "Nah, I didn't see anything." And she smiles like, ha. Yeah. Okay, because this isn't on camera. Now, in the whole, questions for anti-SJW thing, one of the questions they asked was about people on the right, I guess the alt-right, they're supposed to be, whatever, questioning those people about, the people who are violent in the community. It's very funny because video after video after video after video, we consistently see SJWs doing this. We consistently see SJWs saying, because I feel this way, I have a right to assault other people. And yes, I get it. Someone puts a microphone in your face and you don't like it. You can get, you can get upset. You can tell them leave you alone. I get that. Can you imagine the outrage if Humongous, Mr. Humongous, this is my nickname by the way, Humongous, if this guy had turned and assaulted Zerna Yoshi. Is that her name? Zerna Yoshi? If he had just turned around and backhanded her. Can you imagine the outcry, the outrage? The whole story would be different. Everybody would go, oh my God, he hit her. Everybody would freak out, right? But, if you put some lipstick on and some bad eyeshadow, you can smack chicks all day, apparently. All right, so I'm just making sure I'm understanding the rules of this here. And the biggest threat you can have to these kind of SJWs is making some sense, because that's what they fear. They don't fear violence, because most of the time you're not going to get violent with them. They'll get violent with you, but you're not going to get violent with them. They don't fear that kind of thing, and they don't fear repercussions. What they fear is common sense. You start making common sense, start pulling facts out, that's scary. That's what they want to stop, and that's what they don't like to hear, and that's what they don't want other people to hear. So, yeah, I guess that's my bit for today. So remember, guys, you get into a conflict with a woman, you have to duke it out. Do not do it unless you put a little bit of lipstick and some rouge on, a little something like that. Do your face up a little bit, and then go at it. Nobody can touch you. Just say, hey, I'm going through my transition. I'm a chick. All right, guys, so that's it for me. Tomorrow we have the Breakfast Club's very own cybernetic film Fatale Bionic Dance. And you guys take it easy and hasta.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never do.